welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm super excited because we're going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite things to talk about. You know, if you watch my channel, today's video is going to be all about thrifting. I'm going to be sharing the best things to buy from the thrift store, and all of these things I have probably talked about and shared before on my channel because these are all things that I love to thrift, but I don't have one video where it's all in one. I'm sharing the absolute best things, how to use them in your home, what to do with them once you find them at the thrift store, and all of that like compiled into one video. So that's what I wanted to do today, where it's super easy. You can just reference this video, make a little list of all these things. If there's anything that you love that you want to start looking for whenever you're out thrifting. I've also done videos like what to thrift in spring or what to buy from the thrift store during summer and like certain seasonal type of things, but this video is going to be just everything across the board. Out of all of the things at the thrift store, what I think is the absolute best things to pick up or to be on the hunt for. And of course, all of these are just my own opinions and the things that I love to find and that I personally think are the best. But definitely feel free to leave your comments down below. What are some pieces that you think are the best things to thrift for and that you love to be on the hunt for? I would love some more ideas and to hear all your thoughts. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this video. The very first thing, this is at the top of my list. It is number one because I just feel like the possibilities with these are endless. They're so versatile, there's so many uses, and I feel like everyone needs these in their home, and it is one of the best things to pick up from the thrift store, and that is baskets. I know y'all have heard me say this over and over and over. Baskets, baskets, baskets. I can never have enough baskets, but again, endless uses. Storage, of course, organization. You can organize a whole closet or storage space for so affordably whenever you can find baskets for 50 cents, $1, $2 at the thrift store. Do not go to Target and spend $20 or $30 on a basket to throw your throw blankets in without checking the thrift store first, because I have found some amazing, huge, nice quality wicker baskets for $3 to $5 from the thrift store. Saves so much money, and I feel like they're a lot more unique and beautiful and just add a lot of character to your home. They're also perfect, of course, for your laundry. I use all of my thrifted baskets for laundry baskets, and I love that they're so beautiful, but they're also getting so much use out of them. You could also use them to store firewood in your living room. That's what my in-laws do. They'll keep a little bit of their firewood in one in the living room and the rest of it outside, because they do heat their home with a wood stove. So if you have a wood fireplace or something like that, the perfect little thing to hold your firewood, or shoes by the back door. Also, my favorite way right now to use my baskets is to carry all the vegetables and things in from the garden with. So I have been keeping just a whole collection of baskets by the door, because I will go out and pick sometimes in the morning, and when my husband gets home from work, he will come in and grab from the pile of baskets and go out there to pick everything and throw them in here, and they're just the perfect thing to carry everything in with. The second thing on my list that I think is just one of the best things to look for at the thrift store before you go out and spend money and buy these brand new is glass jars for food storage and pantry organization, for craft room organization, or anything that you can think of that you can use a glass jar for in your home. Even bathroom organization to hold your cotton balls and your Q-tips. But I just use glass jars for so many different things in my home, and I have been to Target, I've been to Walmart, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, places like that that sell the really beautiful glass storage containers, and they can get so expensive, so expensive. I think I saw like a simple little mason jar was like $5 in TJ Maxx the last time I was in there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. I have found some of the most beautiful vintage, even not vintage, canisters, mason jars, and things like that to use all throughout my home. And the past couple weeks I've actually been going through and giving our food cabinet a little makeover, and I have been collecting glass jars and things to put like my noodles in, my beans, rice, and things like that. And I just not only love the way it looks, but I love to get things out of their packaging. And I've also been trying to buy things to create less like plastic waste and stuff like that. So I just love having those glass storage containers for that, and it is so beautiful. I love how it is looking now, and it's just so fun because like every time that I find a new jar or something else that I can utilize in my kitchen and add to my collection, I just get the most excited, happy feeling. It is just such a different feeling than like going to Walmart and buying a couple glass canisters and bringing them home and putting your food in them. It is just an entirely different, I can't even describe it. When you go and find that perfect piece, it's just like it was there waiting on you. And then to top it off, it's so cheap, so you also got the best deal ever, and you're, you know, helping the environment because you're reusing things. And I don't know, just the whole everything behind it to me is just so joyful and exciting. I also really love using those reusable canning lids for food storage, for storing things in the fridge in a mason jar, whether it's like a juice that I've made or a homemade salad dressing or something like that. And I see a mason jar at the thrift store without a lid, I'll still all the time pick that up if I need one for something new, and then wash it up, and then whenever I get home I have one of those lids to put on it, and I can store anything in that mason jar. So I will have some of those linked down below. I bought a big box of them on Amazon, and they're so handy to have for the mason jars. The next thing on my list is another one that is extremely exciting and important to me, and it is high quality dishes and cookware. So I have been going through and kind of also redoing like a lot of my dishes, because some things that I had were just handed down to us and they were pretty worn out and old. I was so thankful to have those, but now that I have found some really beautiful things to replace them with from the thrift store, I have been slowly doing that. And I just love the high quality cookware and things like that that you can find at the thrift store, things that are made in the USA that are so sturdy and durable, that have already been used for, again, maybe like 20 or 30 or 40 years, and that still have so much life left in them, and they have so much more potential to be used for years and years on because they're made so well. I have been picking up, for one, probably like my top thing that I have switched over to that I am absolutely in love with is my cast iron skillets. I occasionally see those at the thrift store, but I did find mine at a yard sale, and I see them more at like antique booths and antique malls and garage sales and things like that, more than I do like at Goodwill, for example. But if you see a good cast iron skillet, it can be reseasoned if maybe it's a little bit rusty or it doesn't look in perfect condition. You can so easily restore that. You will have it in your home for years and years to come to cook so many meals in, so many different things. I cook everything in my iron skillets now, and I reach for them every single day. I honestly barely even touch my pots and pans underneath my cabinets anymore unless I'm gonna like boil some noodles or I need a little saucepan for something. And the ones they make now are pretty good, but if you can find one of those old cast iron skillets that has been around for years, that is made so much better than the newer ones, then you have scored and you have found a true gem. So be on the lookout for them. I also love to look for Pyrex pieces, Fire King. I found a lot of really nice things from that brand, and there's a lot more. I will like try to leave a list down below of some of the things that I love to be on the hunt for, the different brands and things. And as far as the dishes, like huge mixing bowls that are ceramic and sturdy, or glass casserole dishes, plates, large platters for serving. Also my coffee mugs. I do not buy new coffee mugs anymore. This is something that I started doing back like a couple months ago, probably around like the beginning of the year. I was like, I'm not gonna spend $5 or $6 on a coffee mug anymore when I can find them for 50 cents or even less sometimes at the thrift store, for the most like $1, maybe $1.99. But I have found some of the most beautiful mugs, and that is something that I used to love to buy all the time from like TJ Maxx and Target. I loved buying and collecting like the little coffee mugs, the decorative ones and things like that, because it's just something I've always loved. I love coffee, so I love to collect coffee mugs, and I'm sure a lot of you are like that too. Well, I again started hunting for them at thrift shops, Goodwill, antique malls, and things like that, and found some beautiful, nice, sturdy mugs that I will have for years. In the nice quality cookware and dishes section, I also wrote down kitchen utensils, so I will insert some clips of some of my favorite ones that I have found. Again, so sturdy and good quality that are gonna last me for years, and they were so much cheaper than if you would go and buy a name brand now. I have found so much that just because it's new and never been used before and in this fancy packaging at the store does not always mean better quality, better price, and all of that. So I definitely wanted to remind y'all of that. And I'll try to breeze through this next one because I know y'all have heard me talk about this several times before, and it kind of goes along with the kitchen items, but wooden spoons and wooden cutting boards are something else I always love to be on the hunt for display in my kitchen and for functional purposes using them. I get use out of mine every single day, and those are just pieces that again are such nice quality that are going to be super handy in your kitchen. Okay, the next thing on my list is something else that is going to be so much more affordable, thrifted, and is also going to last you so much longer than the newer like particle board, cheaply made type of furniture that they sell so much in the stores now. So the next thing on the list is sturdy wooden furniture, and that is something that I have loved to find over the years. Whenever I'm looking for a new furniture piece for our home, I will always go and check the thrift store first, and pretty much all of the pieces in our home are thrifted. And again, I was able to find such good deals on them, but it's stuff that will last for so long because these pieces are such nice made. For example, our kitchen table was from a yard sale for $10. We completely redid it, and it is so sturdy, and I know that it will last for a lot more years, for however long probably that we want to use it. And it was $10. I mean, you could not find a table like that on any website or any furniture store for even close to that price. And most of the time nowadays they're going to be made, like I said, with way cheaper materials and not as good quality. And again, you're reusing something and giving it a new life, therefore, you know, creating less waste and less things that are just going to be thrown away. So yes, definitely look for that sturdy wood furniture. Okay, the very last thing on my list today is books. Regular books and cookbooks is something that I think is so good to thrift for, because there are hundreds and hundreds of options of books at the thrift store. At least at my thrift stores, I feel like there are walls and walls of books, and it's just so much more resourceful, and it is so much more affordable. So again, you're gonna save money versus buying a book for $10 or $15 brand new that you're only gonna read maybe one time, maybe two times, and then you're probably gonna donate that as well. So always look, if you are in the mood for a new read, or even if you have a specific book that you're looking for. I have been looking for certain books and then ended up finding the exact book that I was looking for at a yard sale or at a thrift store within like the same month of me wanting that book, looking it up on Amazon, and then deciding to hold off. I have literally walked to the thrift store, glanced through the shelves, and seen that book. That's happened to me several times, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, this is why you've got to check the thrift store first before you go out and buy something brand new, because you just never know. And so many of my cookbooks as well, I love to get from there. I mainly do use Pinterest and things like that to look up my recipes, but sometimes I just love to hold a good cookbook, see those beautiful pictures. It's something I really enjoy sometimes whenever I'm meal planning. So I love to look at vintage cookbooks, even brand new cookbooks. Okay, that is it for my list, but I did want to add one more little tip on here at the end, and something that I try to keep in mind whenever I'm out thrifting is don't walk in every single time expecting to fall in love with everything you see, or fall in love with something every single time that you go, because sometimes that might not happen. Sometimes you might have to dig, or sometimes you might not even find anything at all. But do not give up. Check back, because they're always rotating new things in. Make a little list, like on your phone or on a list pad, or even just like a mental list of things that you really want to find, and that you know for sure you have a spot for in your home that you can use. And just keep that little list, like I said, in the back of your mind, and that way whenever you go you kind of have more of a thought process as to where to go and what to look for next. Like if you want to look through the dish section, or you want to look through the books this time because there's a specific book you're looking for. And that way it gives you something to focus on looking for, because it can be a bit overwhelming at times when you walk in and see so much stuff all piled together and you just think there's nothing good here, it's too much to look at. So that might help keep you focused on finding just what you're looking for and not be overwhelmed by all the other stuff at the thrift store. Okay, that is it. That is my list of all the things that I think are the best things to look for at the thrift store. Again, let me know down in the comments below what some of you love to look for and what you think are the best thrift store finds. I would absolutely love to hear them. Thank you so much for being here. I love y'all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.